Hello.
Hassan, hello. Welcome to Autism Live.
Thanks. How are you guys?
We're
Ladies,
thrilled to be.
gals.
And so I'm Shannon, and this is Bonnie, the special education attorney who brought up your service on Thursday. She said she'd hang out to be here during this interview. So
Awesome.
Hassan, tell us what AirTutors is and what you guys do.
Yeah, sure. Well, thanks for having me, and thank you so much, Bonnie, for increasing awareness about us. I really appreciate that. And I was going to send you an email actually later on today, letting you know that I hopped on with Shannon. And thank you for the opportunity. So we started about
Back
4
at you.
years ago. Wait, what?
I said right back at you. Thank
Awesome. Yeah, for sure. So we started 4 years ago with the incredible transformation of a learning different student. That student, she had ADHD, dyslexia, and visual and auditory processing issues. And I was actually tutoring her in person at the time. And when the mom found out, it was taking me an hour and a half to get to her house and get back home. The mom, she was like, Hassan, we are doing this online. So right when we switched to the online format, actually her daughter's level of engagement just skyrocketed. And the mom and I were like, what the heck just happened? So we sat her down and we asked her, why is this working for you so well? And she said it felt like a strange video game. And right when she said that, it made so much sense to me because the way we were working together, I had her headphones on, first of all, which eliminated outside distractions. So her dog and her brother weren't running around and yelling in the background. And the whiteboard we made, she always had to have her fingers on her trackpad or her iPad, whatever she wanted to use. So she was always tactilely stimulated, and that helped keep her engagement. And then I also used a lot of vivid colors and live animations so that it made learning way more visual, and the colors made it more like engaging for her. So instead of me just saying, like, my thing is chemistry, so instead of me just telling or saying like, hey, imagine the electron circles and nucleus, I was actually able to make the electron orbit the nucleus. So those little things just like really helped get her attention. So I mean, with that, we were able to like partner with school districts and private schools all around California. And now we actually have data-driven results demonstrating that we work amazingly well for SPED students and students of all learning types, traditional and accelerated.
Okay, so the service that you provide, tell us a little bit about who your ideal students are, what circumstances might be good, and how somebody would connect with you guys. That's a lot.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, we try our best to personalize the experience based on every student's unique needs. So we operate in 15-minute intervals. So if a student, sometimes students can't keep attention for a whole hour, or they don't even need one whole hour of support. Sometimes students just need 45 minutes, 30 minutes of quick check-ins. We also have a bunch of educational therapists that we've partnered with. And we also have awesome tutors that could help with test prep and academic support services. And so it depends on whatever the family and the student needs. We can create a customized program based upon where they're at. So either if it's like now, I guess it's June, so we can do a lot of summer enrichment programs to help mitigate that learning loss that was associated with school closures. And we could even do it in small groups. So if a student has like a friend that they want to work with, we can make it a little bit more fun for the student in that regard.
Is there an age that is that you guys work with?
Yeah, so the youngest we've worked with is third grade. And we also have a program going on at UC Berkeley, but our K-12 sweet spot is from third grade to 11th grade for sure.
Okay, Bonnie, as a lawyer and as somebody that's looking for comp ed for some students, I know this was part of our interest in AirTutors, is that you're seeing potential here for families to say, okay, this might be something. Bonnie, do you have any questions for him?
Well, I'd love to see some specific visuals, although I understand that might be hard to do now. I'd like to do a demo of the program, and I'd also like to say it doesn't even have to be for comp ed. It could be for current ed during school closure. If have you had an occasion yet to work with any students that are responding poorly to the distance learning that districts, at least here in California, have been providing?
Yeah, definitely. And that's where we're finding a lot of engagement currently is students are just, teachers and administrators are coming to us and asking with the feedback saying that whatever they're working on currently is not keeping their engagement. So then when they switch over to our platform, we see all fun types of testimonials saying, hey, I feel so much more productive. Actually, I could just read one out real quick. This is from Assistant Superintendent. I just got that this morning. Student really likes AirTutors better than Zoom sessions. He says he feels more productive with his teacher, with the workspace. And how cool is it that my own little guy is on your platform and learning and staying connected? So that's, we work with one of the school districts in Southern California. That was the assistant superintendent's own son using our platform,
Wow.
which is really cool to see her feedback like that. And, you know, but my whole thing is like, Zoom is awesome for what we're doing currently. It's a video conferencing platform. It's not an educational experience. So they're creating processes around trying to make it an educational experience, but they weren't designed for education. So we came at it with the angle of really creating awesome technologies for teachers that help create student achievement results.
Amazing.
Is there a way to do a demo?
Yeah, I mean, I could try to set that up real quick.
I mean, not now.
Not right now, not on the air, but like for Bonnie to check it out later on.
Cool.
Sorry.
Yeah,
So I'm curious about the fact that you've been doing this in Southern California, but if there's a parent in New York who's like, I want to be doing this service, I'll figure out my funding. I don't necessarily need to go through my school district. Are you guys able to help? You know, we have people watching internationally right now who are concerned about their students. Do you have a limit of only doing things in Southern California?
No, not at all. So that's actually how we started. From that first student that I mentioned to you, her cousin started reaching out to us, her family, friends started reaching out to us from all over the world. And we've partnered with a bunch of schools and organizations.
Okay. How do people start, Hasan?
Yeah, so if you could email me, that'd be the best case scenario. My email is just Hasan, Hasan, @airtutors.org. And just send me a little blurb about what your students' needs are, where you're at, and I could give you a call and reach out, and we could come up with a program that works best for not only your student but the whole family.
And where, like, I know you guys have a website because I went and looked at it before calling you. Tell them about where they can go to find more info.
Sure. Our website is www.airtutors.org, AIRTUTORS.org.
Wonderful. And on there, you show some of the different tutors and what their backgrounds are. You have some pretty impressive folks working for you that know some pretty impressive things.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, one thing we've done a really, really great job at is finding educators that have awesome personalities that can shine through web-based mediums. So beyond their academic brilliance, we find people that are really engaging, really fun to be with, so that students have a great time during the session. And we also have sign language tutors as well, which has been a huge need as of late. So like students with deaf and hard of hearing students, even if, so one of our districts had a international transfer student from Vietnam that only knows Vietnamese sign language, not American sign language. remarkably, which was awesome. In 2 days, we were able to partner with an international organization based in Vietnam, recruited one of their educators, and that educator is buzzing into our classroom on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings in California to teach our student English through Vietnamese Sign Language, which has been an awesome global, like, collaborative moment.
Wow. And one of the first questions I asked you is that, our audience, that, they have kiddos that are on the spectrum. And I said, is that something that you guys are afraid of, or do you think you can handle that? And you told me we absolutely can handle it.
Yeah, for sure. And I love that population because, a lot of times the students have little social anxiety sometimes. The web-based medium helps mitigate that. So if they have different fidgets and they want to just tap, they don't have that pressure of feeling awkward. And then our experience makes it just so much more collaborative and engaging that they're able to help learn and stay focused on the topic.
Well, and of course, go ahead, Bonnie.
Oh, I just sent you an email because I
Nice.
went to look at your website. It's very easy to sign up. What is the cost?
So, especially during this time, we're doing our best to really make it as flexible as possible to meet each family's needs. So, with 40 million plus unemployed in our nation alone, I think this time it requires a little bit of flexibility on all of our accounts. So whatever the budget is, we could try our best to help create a support program for that family, either by grouping it one-on-one to drag down the cost or whatever it is.
That's very cool. And also, my take on this, no guarantees, obviously, but this is the kind of service that if parents were to give the district 10 business days notice that they were purchasing this, they would be able to make a claim for reimbursement from the school district.
Awesome.
So that may help as well.
Definitely. And I'm curious, with your current clients, do you have any sense of what the percentage is of how many people are paying out of pocket and how many people are getting funding through other sources?
Yeah, it's really half and half right now. And it was, we started off with private schools and boarding schools, and that population has been growing. And now we're really getting into the public schools space. So with that transition, it's been pretty leveled off.
All right. Well, I think you got to hire some more people, Hasan, because we're going to be talking about you, and you're going to need a small army. So arm up. Because I'll tell you, this is the number one thing that parents are concerned about right now. And I've been sort of amazed to see how many parents are concerned about this, that this is the topic, right, Bonnie?
Yes. And if we're going to have a shelter in place 2.0 or 3.0, I didn't have the heart to say it on the air last week because it just was too bothersome, but I had been, reading stuff that said people should be prepared for the fact that there's going to be successive waves of infection, and we may have to do this more than once. And, next time we do this, if we have to do this, we all learn a few things about what we need to do. And so
let's do it right, for sure.
Having your technology plan up and running should be something that parents are talking about with their IEP teams now for the future. There should be something in the IEP that says if we have another school closure due to COVID, here's the distance learning plan, and it includes this particular platform. So
there we go.
Exactly, to offer a different type of differentiated learning experience for our most vulnerable population of students that would be most susceptible to learning loss. I'm really
excited about this, and I'm going to talk to the 7 other attorneys in my office in about an hour. We have a group meeting, and I'm totally going to mention this to them. So thank you.
No, thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Bonnie. And I'm more than happy to do a free demo with any prospective families out there, as well as share our experience with you too. So thank you so much for.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm out of time, you guys, but thank you so much for being here. Check out AirTutors, you guys, and you can write to Hasan if you want the demo, and it's Hasan@airtutors.org, correct?
Right, correct.
Okay.
Do it.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Hasan. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here,
you.
you guys.
Have a great
I
week.
wanted to
Bye.
thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching Autism Live. To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.